And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, sit like 25. Check 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and caught left side, Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run. It's Gurley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Brings up third and 5.
Ready, 59, ready, go.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Levante David in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 65 yards, and his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Guys.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 71 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Break that. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've reached. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Rodgers now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers wide open, Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now. Going to throw again. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, 280. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Another carry now for Gurley. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it's Ryan being chased out left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Greg Olsen, 33 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
64, weak.
From the 27, Rodgers, Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 21 yards there on third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run it with Bell. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Rodgers looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 51 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete. Luke Kuechly there defensively.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game.